Just can't stay away from it. Good morning. Day after Mother's Day. I had these notes wrote for y'all yesterday. Only because I said I'm gonna give y'all Love and Marriage Huntsville, even though I don't fancy reviewing this show. I just do it for y'all. So this is Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 10, episode 26, Invitation. And we finally see Martell right there. And Martell, who is he waiting for Chris? Then Martell jumped right in to the drama and the mess. When Chris tells him about his run-in with Marceau and everything that went down when he had that little conversation with Marceau about how Marceau was mad because he did not tell him about his bankruptcy. And I'm like, dude, Chris, I'm like, dude, Chris put you in your place. Like, who is you? And I know y'all remember when Chris said that and he popped up and said, who is you? Then Martell messy ass gonna say, uh-huh. And you told him something good, huh? You told him something good, huh? I'm like, oh goodness, he's such a queen. Then then Chris says that Nell is getting a new business. Says that Nell is getting a new business and she been wanting a new business while Nell comes in being very extra to say, guess he said, oh, I guess so. I got so much I need to do. It's just so much that I just need to do. And then I am happy. I'm happy for Nell because she happy. And it just beats her coming in there screaming and hollering to the top of her lungs. Okay. Then, I mean, so I'm happy for her. Then the hating man, Martell, says, man, you got enough to do. Martell says, man, you got enough to do. You got babies, grandkids, and all. Then Martell says in the confessional now, he a little confessional bitch, okay? And he says that he would have thought that him and Chris would have, did a business together or something like that. He would have did business with him. In your dreams, Martell. Okay, don't nobody want to do no damn business with you. Is you fucking crazy? Okay. He just think that everybody's supposed to kiss his little rotten raggedy ass and shit like that just because he was there before Fletch. Man, please. Martell, shut the hell up, okay? That's all I gotta say. Because he taking care of his grandkids and his kids. What about you? Okay. Then Martell says, absolutely. Now, I'm like, nah, Martell. And Martell he is complete, you know, he is a complete loser. And Martell says, talking to Nell, that she says that you on the payroll and it's her daycare. Then I'm like, shut the fuck up, Martell. And then Martell, damn. It's like, Martell, damn, you talk too much. You doing too much and talking too much. Then Chris says, I bought the daycare and I put 50 to $150,000 in there. Okay. And it's like I hate how Chris can be manipulated by Martell. And then Chris says that now it's like a quarter of a meal to do things these days, especially to do a daycare now. It's- Then says that he does feel, mm, employed. He does feel, exhausted, and he feel like he not being included in the business and stuff like that and appreciated neither. And then Chris says he does feel, Like it's just too much. Then we get to okay, and gracefully next. Then we get to Twan and Kayla, right? The Twan and Kayla situation. And then Martell say that they grown, right? Then Chris says, yeah, they are grown. But Twan was the godson. And he has been married, divorced, and has kids. And then the dingbat Martell finally gets it and all that stuff because he was really acting like he was really trying to understand. I'm like, God damn, Martell, you dumb as fuck. He really is. Oh, child. And next. And poor Destiny. Like, poor Destiny. And it's like, Martell, your friend, girl. Ugh. Anyhow, now we get to Trish and Sharon, and they both working out in the garage, right? Then they take a break for water and to gossip. And then Sharon says that the Scotts seem to be, very, very interested and intrigued in your relationship with Ken. And then Trish is not, I don't think Trish is a match for the show at all. I've been saying that ever since she came on this show. Then they both Trish and Sharon, they discuss a lot from the drag show to Nell standing there and supposed to be taking Destiny home, and she never take Destiny home. She came back in and she finished eating her chicken. Okay. Like, mm. Then Sharon, she says, well, anyhow, off of that. And then Sharon says that she wants to know are both you and Ken back together? And then Trish said, yes. And she gives, and then Sharon says, no more, spinning the block and all that stuff, right? And she said, nope. And then Trish gives a low nope. Then Sharon does. She said, does Ken even know that you spin the block or anything? She said, yeah, Trish, yeah, yeah, he does know. I told him over the phone. I'm like, Trish, girl, you ain't got no brain neither. Over the phone, that's a conversation that if you're gonna be lying like you are, then that's a conversation that you have over the you don't have that conversation over the phone. I'm sorry, baby. If you talking about that you done cheated on somebody and you done spawned the block on somebody, that's not a conversation that you have over the phone, okay? Because Sharon was like, well, did he have anything to say about it? This. She said, yeah, he did. We talked about it over the phone. I don't even believe that either Trish and Ken was two things, either together or if they were ever broken up. Okay. Anyhow, next. And we get back to Nell, and she says that Destiny sold a house. And then Nell then says that she wants to invite, Destiny to dinner to talk about these grown adults. And then Destiny asks, well, why do I have to be there? Well, what do I have to do with it? And then, I mean, she just wants to know is what the fuck I have to do with it. And then they got off that scene. I'm like, yeah, why do Destiny have to be there now? She don't have nothing to do with your situation, and Destiny says she don't have nothing to do with your situation too. Okay, anyhow, and then Martell is there, and he is talking to Destiny about her selling her first listing. And Martell lets the ladies know. Now, listen, he lets the ladies know that he took the listing to Chris first. But the reason why Chris didn't get the listing is because his license was revoked. I'm like, damn, you so fucked up, Martin. Why would you tell all these people that Chris's license was revoked? And they may not even know. But you just make it your business to humiliate people, and you a whole bitch. And that's why I don't care for Martell. That is why I don't care for him at all. He needs to make sure that he keeping his business in order. Okay, with his dumb ass. And it's like Martell is like definitely gloating about Chris's misfortunes. Then now shut Martell all the way up saying that Chris is on my mother payroll. Okay. Just cause he run around and all that, dude, I mean, don't mean nothing. And he does. He does help. We're in a marriage. We're in a partnership. He does day to day stuff. And she said, that's a marriage, right? She said that that's a marriage. You do things for your partner. You do things for your husband. And then Nell got Martell messy ass together. Like for real, for real. And then I mean, she got his ass together. And I'm like, go on now. And then Nell says to mine, she said, well, he is on my payroll. Then Martell says, both of you, he's on both of y'all's payroll. And then Martell says, not yours. And I can't stand it about him. Then Nell says, no, my payroll. Just like that is his brokerage. It's my daycare, my payroll. And then Martell says, but did he put money in on it? And then Nell says, yes, but it's still my daycare. Then says that she is employing Chris. And at the end of the day, what's this statement? She about needs to employ you too, Martell. Shut your regular ass up. And then Destiny let Nell know that she is free. I'm still from Detroit. And Tisha ain't moving nothing but her legs and her shaky voice and mouth and all this and that. I'm like, come on, Destiny. Clock, 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 clock. Anyhow, next, and that was the end of the episode. Again, that was Love and Marriage Huntsville, and that was season 10, episode 26, Invitation. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe to become a member of the Jazzy fam. Bye. I'm about to get it uploaded now.